It's game time. It's the Leopards and it's the Wolves.
The Leopards setting up to receive the opening kickoff. Lake Hamilton setting up themselves, and while I'm trying to pick up who that is deep for us.
Looks like we have a new man. Is that looks like Kevin Bryan? I can see the
Kari Monroe.
Okay.
Kari Monroe set to receive for the Leopards.
The coaches were real proud and happy because Kari's one of those kids that has played well and really had a good week last week against the Ricebirds.
As the official looks to the sideline and we await the opening kickoff, he blows the whistle. And the game is underway. A low squibber down the right side, knocked down. Leopard picks it up. He's knocked down at about the 29, 30-yard line. That's where they're going to spot that one. So a nice spot to start for the Leopards.
Yeah, Kevin here did a good job there, Michael. The ball went down at his feet. He didn't look up. He kept his eye on the ball. He was able to pick the ball up and stop it right there. And we're going to start, looks like, on, golly, about the 29.5, almost the 30-yard line. So this is the best field position we've had starting a ball game compared to what it was last week.
Jace Roberts, once again, your quarterback for the Leopards. Twins to the far side, nobody to the near side. Leopards on the near hash mark. Roberts takes the snap, hands off to Morgan. Got a little bit of running room to the right side of the line. Gets up to about the 32-yard lines where the spot's going to be. And it's second down and 8 yards. 11:41 here in the first period.
Nice hard run by Cliff. There wasn't much there, but instead of getting pushed out, Michael, he picked up almost 3 yards, got positive yardage out of a situation that could have been a loss or no gain at all. It's just a good hard run.
A little bit of confusion as the Leopards come out of the huddle. Split to the far side, slot to the near side. Roberts up under center, takes the snap, looking to throw to the right side. He's got a man, and that ball is incomplete, almost picked off on the tip. Number 65 for Lake Hamilton couldn't quite come up with it, and
number 2, Seth Bochart, was right there too, a 6'4" junior. That's it's a big kid to be in there. Lake Hamilton's got some taller, rangier kids than what we normally think of as a Lake Hamilton. They got some height to them this year. They got 6'4", quite a few 6-footers, and one or two, 3, 4, 5 kids well over 6 foot in the 6'2", 6'3" range.
And it looks like Adam Cordell and Kevin Bryant to the near side. As Roberts set to take the snap, looking to throw once again, looking to the left side, got a man, contact on the play.
Wow.
No flag.
Wow.
No flag, and Lake Hamilton intercepts the ball on the Malvern 49-yard line.
Okay, we have to be homers here now. The ball, the defender was there at the point of the ball. Ball popped up and the safety came over right there and intercepted it. I'm like Michael. I'm surprised there wasn't any flags, but Leopards have the work cut out for them. We're going to start the ball they're going to start on our 49, Michael.
And Lake Hamilton sets up, trips to the far side, and on alignment for Lake Hamilton is number 12. Joe Greason sets up to take the snap. Still looking, he looks like they're short a man. He's going to have to call timeout. Normally we would as well, but our equipment's still not working. And Ron, that first series came out not a lot of success on that first series, but you could see some possibilities.
Well, the ball, the pass that was intercepted that Jace threw was a well-placed pass. Carly had his hands on it, and he was open when the ball was there, but it's one of those things that the defender got there, he got there at the same, let's give him that benefit, got there at the same time the ball did. The ball popped straight, approximately 5, 6, 7 feet straight up in the air, and the Lake Hamilton defender was able to, dive to the turf and catch it, and it's a turnover. We were very aggressive with our passing routes. We weren't going deep. We were running those, look like those 8, 10-yard curls. The routes were good, the passes were crisp, but now we've got our work cut out for us. We just need to make a stop here and get the ball back and get going back again, Mike.
And once again, that was Joe Greason, the quarterback for the Lake Hamilton Wolves, 6'2" senior, 180 pounds, Set to take the snap once again. Trips to the far side. Greason in shotgun. Takes the snap. Fakes to throw, but a takeoff running. He's brought down quickly at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Nice reaction time there by the Leopards.
Brian Hunter was there, and he got a hold on him. That was a coverage sack there, really, because Lake Hamilton didn't have anything open. Our D-backs were all over him, and the quarterback tried to take off, and Brian Hunter was right there and got a big old hand on him and would not let go.
And Hamilton comes to the line once again. Greason up under center this time. Lined up in the I formation. Receiver to the near side. Bobble on the play. Greason makes a dive, and it looks like the Leopards have it. They're signaling that they do, and now the referee agrees. So Malvern benefits from the turnover this time, takes over at the Lake Hamilton 49.
I'm going to tell you something, Mike. The kids were jumping up and hollering, and they were headed to the Malvern bench, high-fiving and celebrating before that signal was given, but it was obvious that the ball was on the ground. It was obvious there was a Leopard on it, and I didn't pick up the number of the Leopard that got that. But if you watch this tomorrow afternoon at 4 o'clock on Channel 13, you can see it.
And once again, the Leopards back on offense, taking over at the Lake Hamilton 49. Roberts takes a snap, handoff to Morgan, jump to the left guard. He gets good yardage up to the Lake Hamilton 44-yard line. It's going to be second down and about 3.5, 4 yards.
Yeah, it's nice, hard run in there. Ran right back into big old number 73, I'm sorry, Tommy Darguzis, and Tommy had a little help from Tyler McMahon, but we're ready to go again.
Twins to the near side. Flags on the play before we can get started.
I couldn't see it. I can't tell who they're talking to there. The Leopards are backing up, so it may be a procedure call against the Leopards.
Oh, no, we have a new receiver I didn't see much of last week, Ron. Looks like Myron Cross.
Myron Cross is, and this Coach Hart brought this out of the coaches show. They gave him what they call a battlefield promotion in Tuesday's practice. He was playing so well and practiced so well and played well against Stuttgart. He got a start tonight as a reward for his hard work, and that was an offside penalty against Lake Hamilton. That gives the Leopards a first down, Mike.
Twins to the near side once again. The aforementioned Myron Cross nearest the sideline. Adam Cordell lined up in the slot. Cliff Morgan dotting the I for the Leopards. Pitch to Morgan off the left side. Got a little bit of running room. Met quickly. He's still fighting. Gets down to the 35-yard line. Nice hard run by Cliff Morgan once again.
Andrew Davis, number 54, was there for the stop. Mike. That's a good hard run. It's Lake Hamilton has their safeties and the linebackers really crowded up there, Mike. It's one of these things that Cliff Morgan, if we can pop one through there, it's going to be a foot race to the end zone because they're really crowded, just daring us to throw the ball, just threatening us to.
Myron Cross and LT Tobias to the near side. Jace Roberts set to take the snap. Hands off to the fullback this time. Not much running room. Picks up maybe 2 yards. It's going to be third down for the Leopards. 9 minutes and 5 seconds left here in the first period.
Big old Paul Biggs got the carry there and got picked up a couple. Coach Hart was also had some praise for Paul for some of the big blocks he'd thrown last week, leading our tailback, Cliff Morgan, in there, and he was quite happy with the way Paul Biggs had played last week and practiced this week.
The Leopards setting up once again. Now only the slot right. Looks like possibly Adam Cordell. Pitch to Morgan off the right side, and he is met quickly by number 4, Bailey Smalling of Lake Hamilton. Not much there, and Ron, it's going to be fourth down. Do you go for it this deep in Hamilton territory?
I don't see the punter on yet, and looks like from all the indications we're going to go for it because Kevin Bryant comes in, and yep.
And it looks like, yes, the Leopards are going to go for it. It's fourth down and 4. 8 minutes left here in the first period. No score in the ball game. Looks like there's some confusion on the Leopard side as to who should be in right now. The Leopards have to take a timeout.
Yeah, we came out in a power I, straight power I. Looked like it's going to be ours against theirs, and we don't know what the coaching staff. Nice gamble. When we're in a situation this week, Mike, that we didn't start out much last week in the early part of the game, being inside of the 45, it would be actually inside of the 45-yard line, to where you felt like if you punt, you may only get maybe a 15-yard gain out of it. And it's one of those things that the coaching staff feels like they got enough confidence in our defense that if something happens, we don't happen to make this, that we can hold the Wolves right there and go for it. And by golly, the offensive team's still in here.
And here we go. It's 4th down and 4 from the 38-yard line. The Leopards lining up in the eye once again. Twins to the far side. I haven't picked up their numbers just yet. And the referee starts the clock, and the Leopards are ready to go. Roberts steps back to pass. Got a man out in the flat. Drops the pass, maybe slightly off target. And Johnny, the Leopards had the first down there, just couldn't hang on.
The ball was passed a little bit behind Kevin Bryant. If it was a little ahead of him, we'd have had a first down by about 3 yards. But it was still a great effort. The man was open. Jace read it right. He was throwing it out to the flat, and we're taking advantage of that. We're a lot quicker on the ends than their D-backs. You can tell that right now, Michael. And you saw that Kevin Bryant, he was at least 3 steps ahead of the defender.
Yeah, the defender not really all that close, just couldn't quite get the connection. Lake Hamilton now on the move. They give, looks like the trailing back there, number 18 for Lake Hamilton, and that is Cody Dorsey. Dorsey may have actually lost a yard or two on the play. Nice play on the defense, Johnny.
Byron Hunter came slashing through and dove and stuck number 18. I'm telling you, he came in with a vengeance right then.
Fantastic play by Mr. Hunter on the Leopard defense. And the Lake Hamilton Wolves setting up once again. Joe Greason takes the snap, fakes the handoff to his tailback, looking to run, lots of pressure, and he's brought down in the backfield back at the 25-yard line. Another loss on the play, and that Malvern defense looking mighty good, Johnny.
Great pursuit. Our defensive ends were around the corner. Our linebackers started blitzing up the middle, and we just started surrounding the quarterback, and he did not have a place to go that time.
So the Malvern defense looking very sharp here in the early going. This is their second opportunity to get on the field. Of course, they recovered a fumble off the Lake Hamilton first possession. 6:43 left here in the first quarter of play. Lake Hamilton is at their own 26-yard line. It's 3rd down and 17. Greason takes a snap, looking to throw. He's got a man on the far side. He hits. That's Brandon Stroop. Lots of running room. He's down to the Malvern 20 and brought down at the 15-yard line. Johnny wide open. Looks like a case that somebody lost the man.
Well, the linebacker was on the back, coming out of the backfield. What he did, he got out on the backside. They rolled to the opposite side of the field. They threw across the field, and that wide open receiver, he was just caught right in his breadbasket.
So Leopards convert on, or excuse me, the Wolves convert on the 3rd and long play. They get down to the Malvern 15-yard line where it's 1st and 10, and now the Leopard defense with their backs against the wall.
It only takes one play, Mike, and you can get 30, 40 yards just on a good pass, and they execute it to perfection that time.
Twins to either side for the Wolves. Once again, looks like we've got a question as to what we're going to be running. The Lake Hamilton coach signals in the play to Greason. Greason looks back once again, still lots of confusion. Greason looking to pass, goes to the far side and slips a tackle. He's got some running room to the right side. He's taking it. He is down to about the 5-yard line, close to another first down. We'll see where the spot is.
Mikey got outside containment. The quarterback, he was scrambling. He got outside our defensive end or linebacker. He got about a 10, 15-yard gain almost for a touchdown.
Several substitutions there for the Wolves. It is a first down for Lake Hamilton. They got down to the 3-yard line. Correction, the 4. And it's 1st and goal now as Greason steps up under center. One receiver split wide right. Hand off to the tailback. Number 4 gets a little bit of running room and touchdown Lake Hamilton. So Lake Hamilton strikes first tonight, Johnny, and the benefit of a real big play on that 3rd and long.
Yeah, that was a big play in this game. I mean, it was a turning point, especially here in the first quarter. That play there, they ran a power eye set to the right-hand side. He bounced off the guard and rolled off the tackle into the end zone for a touchdown.
And Lake Hamilton sets up to kick now. Josh Young, a junior for the Wolves, set to kick. Rush comes on, not close And the extra point is good. So Lake Hamilton out front early. It's 7-0. 5 minutes, 30 seconds left in the first period of play.
Mike, we'd like to take this opportunity to remind you that one of our sponsors tonight is McClure Real Estate. Look for the blue signs around Malvern, around Hot Spring County, and around the area. McClure Real Estate has actually been in business just right at 50 years. It's a family-owned, locally owned by the McClure family. George Jr. and Frank McClure are the principals. They have 6 or 7 professional, really good people that work for them to help you in any kind of real estate, whether you're looking to buy, to sell, commercial, rent. Trust me, the professionals at McClure Real Estate can handle every bit of it.
Lake Hamilton setting up to kick once again. They lead this one 7-0. 5 minutes, 30 seconds left here in the first quarter. Johnny?
Like I was saying about the keys of the game, we've got to get the ball at least over the 25-yard line. We cannot take it deep.
The kickoff goes down to the Leopards, picking up for the 1, a little bit of running room, and the Leopards are going to start in the hole this time as they are dropped back at the 13 as that one looked to get away from our return man there, Johnny.
In that case, it looked like the ball was going in the end zone. Kari stuck his hand up about on the 3 and kept it from going in the end zone. He turned around and it looked like he had a run lane right up the middle, just one player to beat, and the guy got just an arm tackle on him and he went down.
The Leopards set up once again, looking to tie this one up at 7-0 Lake Hamilton. Jace Roberts up under center, got a receiver to either side. Hands off to Morgan, runs off the right tackle. He's met early, gets up to about the 14-yard line.
Mike, that play right there was very successful last week with the Stuttgart. He lined up in the power eye. He was running off the tackle. We were kicking out the defensive end, and with kicking out the defensive end, there wasn't a linebacker last week. But it looks like the Lake Hamilton Wolves have studied the film a little bit and kind of saw our strength last week, so they kind of stopped it.
Myron Cross split to the far side. LT Tobias to the near. Leopards on the near hash mark. Hand off to Morgan. Once again, Morgan picks up some tough yards out to the 20-yard line. Looks like he's going to be about 2 yards shy of the first down.
That was the same play. It was just off the left tackle that time. It looked like we did a better job of busting out the linebacker in the end. Cliff turned up the middle and bounced off a linebacker, it looked like, and got another, looks like about 6-yard gain.
Adam Cordell bringing the play in for the Leopards. Myron Cross comes to the near side. Leopards in the eye once again. Robert surveys the defense and is ready to take the snap. Fakes to the fullback, running the option. Lake Hamilton out there early, meets Roberts at about the 19. No gain, maybe even a small loss on that play.
Mike, really, Jace had no place to go. He couldn't pitch it. There was a guy in the backfield. There was a defensive end right in his face. He had no choice but to turn up the field and keep the ball for no gain. So, unfortunately, that we did not get any positive yards, but at least we did not turn it over.
And the Leopards this time going to be forced to punt. It's 4th down and 2. Adam Cordell set to punt. Deep for Lake Hamilton, number 27.
Cordell's got another good roll on that punt. It's going down almost to the Lake Hamilton 40. He continues to get extra yardage out of those punts.
Brandon Payton was the player back for Lake Hamilton. Didn't get a shot at that one. Lake Hamilton with good field position once again. We're at the 41-yard line. It's 7-0. And it's like Johnny's pointing out that there's a penalty out there, possibly holding. Ron, let's take this moment to thank one of our sponsors once again.
One of our sponsors has joined us with us last year and made a lot of this possible with our friends at M&B Bank. From the top to the bottom, it's just a classy organization. It's an old bank. It's a local bank. They will help you, whether for a loan, checking account, savings account, anything you need. Car loans, house loans, it can be handled at M&B with branches in Hot Springs, Benton, help me, Michael.
Fred Sheridan, Benton Bryant, to East End.
Trust me,
We have two of them here in Hot Springs.
MNB Bank, it truly is a community bank. Also, I'd like to bring your attention to another one, Orr's Furniture. I can't do these ads like Rick Dial does, but do me a favor. Call him tomorrow. Ask him about that Bassett sale they've got going on. Rick has always told me, and he tells everybody, they just will not be beat on the price. They have got quality merchandise. Lazy Boy Bassett at very, very, very competitive price. That's Orr's Furniture, downtown Malvern.
The penalty was against the Lake Hamilton Wolves. Gives the Leopards a first down. Roberts takes a snap, hands off to Morgan, running room up the middle. Gets hit hard after a gain 5, maybe 6 yards. It's going to be second down and about 4. Looking at the spot, and Ron, once again, Cliff Morgan toting the note, so to speak.
I tell you what, Cliff's one of those kids that he's not going to stop. They hit him, he bounces. But Cliff does an excellent job of running downhill, running north-south. There's nothing real fancy about him. He just takes what's given there and he sticks his nose in it and gets it.
Twins to the near side, split slot left for the Leopards. Roberts sets up. Gives to Morgan once again up the middle, a little bit of running room, and a first down for the Leopards as he's brought down at the 43-yard line.
Yeah, that was just the old misdirection to us old guys, the old cost buck. Cliff really, it's a kind of a delay, gives you a chance to pull a guard out there, pick up a linebacker, and it really did good. We're going to have a little play-by-play by Ronnie Gibbs.
Ron, did you see how the tackle pulled over there and kicked out the end? That freed up Cliff Morgan that time for about 7 or 8 yards.
Somebody sealed that middle linebacker in there too, Johnny, and there was a nice hole through there. The safeties had to come up and make the play.
Twins once again to the near side for the Leopards. Slot left. Jason Roberts set to take the snap. Hand off to the fullback. A little bit of running room, and the Leopards making positive yardage as
Paul Biggs got that ball right there over his guard, between his guard and his tackle. Look like he's a big old 200-pound senior, and he's enjoying carrying the ball. He's a heck of a blocker, and his ball carrying, and he just gets, he's proven each time he touches the ball. And like I say, Coach Hart said he really is an excellent ball blocker, and he's becoming a very, very, very good ball carrier too.
And Kevin Bryant to the left side along with Adam Cordell. Myron cross to the near side. Roberts takes the snap. Morgan once again running room up the middle. He stumbles his way out to about the 42-yard line of Lake Hamilton. Another Leopard first down.
It's another one of those situations we were talking about earlier. They're crowding their linebackers, they're crowding their corners. They got their strong safety up there, and it's one of those things. They were just getting enough of a knock on him just to where he really couldn't get his feet under him to get to go. But that was an excellent run, and he was one tackle away from just going ahead and going that other 42 yards and scoring.
Twins to the far side. Looks like Cordell and Cross. As Roberts is set to take the snap. Give to Morgan once again. He's met quickly at the line of scrimmage. Not much running room. He's brought down right about the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
I believe they're going to call a fumble on that. Cliff was fighting for that extra yardage. And
we're going to say Malvern recovered that one.
They did recover it. Okay. They took it out of that kid from the bottom of the pile. I saw a burgundy shirt go out on the top of it. There must have been a leopard under it.
There was a lot of maroon at the bottom of that pile. Leopards very fortunate there. Morgan not prone to fumbling much.
He was just fighting for that extra yards and would not go down. One had him, one grabbed the ball and jerked it loose. And that extra effort sometimes it'll pay off more than it's going to hurt you.
Less than a minute left here in the first quarter. Lake Hamilton leading 7-0. It's second down and 6 now. We'll gain on that fumble. Roberts set to take the snap. Give to Morgan up the middle once again. He's met at the line of scrimmage. Pushes for a couple of yards, and it's going to be third down and about 4, Ron.
Yeah, big old number 58 from Lake Hamilton there stuffed our tackle, and there just wasn't a whole lot of room to go. But we did make a little bit of forward progress. And again, Michael, we turned what could have been a possible loss or no gain into a 2 or 3 yard gain by just keeping those feet going.
And it looks like we've got several Leopards now going to the sidelines. We're going to run out the first quarter of play. Lake Hamilton once again leading 7-0. And
the year is 1952.
Harry S. Truman is president. Gasoline is 11 cents a gallon, and Coca-Cola is still a nickel. And there are plenty of penny postcards laying around. Henry McClure and George McClure Sr. opened the doors to a new real estate business.
Now, 50 years later, McClure Real Estate continues to serve the Malvern and the Hot Spring County area with the same dedication and professionalism of the founding fathers. The professionals at McClure Real Estate, Danny Regan, Nita Wingo, Beverly Hudson, Deanne Williams, Gene Dugan, Bob Jones, Frank McClure, and George McClure Jr. are here to help you with all your real estate needs. They're locally owned and locally operated for over 50 years right here in Malvern. That's McClure Real Estate, 332-2777, proud sponsors of Leopard Football.
OTC, to get where you want to be. A small college with big opportunities. Get the quality education you need. Affordable classes, convenience too. We bring out the best in you. Washita Technical College is the place to be.
Enroll today at Washita Technical College. You'll find instruction in a variety of high-demand fields, including Cisco, nursing, medical transcription, and others. You can also take your basics to transfer. Call us today, 337-5000. Get where you want to be at OTC. That's 337-5000.
Washita Technical College is the place to be.
Maybe it's time for a new automobile or to trade that jalopy off. I'm here with Mr. Teeter Chevrolet Olds, and he's got some words for you.
Yes, sir. We've got the words and we've got the product. We've got probably over 500 units out here, and I'm looking at a sea of cars. I've got all kinds and creeds and colors of vehicles, all type of sport utilities. We have the high-dollar European cars, the Maximas, the Mazdas, the Lexus, just whatever you want in the high-dollar European cars, and they all popular new Chevrolet. We've got them here at Teeter's. So come on out and shop us real soon. Remember, like I always say, the more we invest in our youth, the less we'll spend on presents later.
Hi, this is Tony Warner from Malvern National Bank, a real community bank. We're working to make your banking as simple as possible. You can now bank from the comfort of your home on your PC with M&B Bank's Access Link. Transfer funds, check balances, pay all your bills through the optional bill pay service. No more checks to write, no more postage stamps to buy. We do it all. It's at www.mnbbank.com. It's just part of Malvern National's commitment to our customers. M&B Bank's a real community bank and proud to sponsor these Leopard Football broadcasts.
Hi, this is Rick at Orr's Furniture in Malvern. We're celebrating Bassett Furniture's 100th anniversary by having the biggest factory-authorized sale in our history. Take the short drive to Orr's in Malvern and you'll find Bassett bedroom suits, dining room suits, sofas, chairs, entertainment centers, and living room tables on sale at the lowest possible prices. Plus, if we don't have the Bassett item you want in stock, we'll special order it at these incredible discounts. Pay nothing until February 2003 and delivery is free. The Bassett Anniversary Sale at Orr's Furniture, Main Street, Malvern, open Saturdays till 4.
Leopards take over once again. Pitch to Morgan on the right side. Is not much running room there. Picks up maybe a couple of yards. And Johnny Malvern's running game going very well. Not huge chunks of ground, but they're moving the ball.
Hey, Mike, one thing about our isolated player of the game, Cliff Morgan, I've been keeping up with his stats. I tell you what, he's done an excellent job in the first quarter. He ran 12 rushes for 48 yards, and that was hard yards. He made a lot of it on his own, and also the line is blocking a lot better this week. So he is our isolated player of the game, and he's doing a great job. So thank you, Southern State Bank, for sponsoring our isolated player of the game.
Johnny Gibbs keeping up with Cliff Morgan tonight, the isolated player of the game. Leopards scrambling to get into position. Little misdirection there by the Leopards. Give to Kari Monroe, and Kari is met quickly. No gain on the play. That was fourth down. The ball goes over to the Wolves.
Mike, that was a split in reverse. It was faking to the Cliff Morgan going up the middle, and Kari was coming around the end, and it was for no gain. They sniffed it out from first out, so the linebackers on Lake Hamlin did a great job.
Yeah, good job of staying at home. That's the whole point of that play, is to get somebody over pursuing where you can come around and get that corner. And Lake Hamilton now takes over at their own 36-yard line, 1st and 10. Greason gives to his tailback, number 4.
Well, I tell you what, he was met right there by Travis Potts. If he picked up any yardage, it was yet going to have to measure that in inches. And actually, we're going to measure loss in yardage. That was an excellent play. Potts come across there low. Harden had those pads square and low to the ground. I mean, he nailed him. No gain. Actually, what, Mike? It's like a half yard gut. Mike and Johnny doesn't have his eye measuring on us. So he can give us the exact inches like he did last week.
That was Bailey Smalling, a senior for the Wolves, on the carry. He's going to get the opportunity once again. Pitch to the right side. Lots of support out there, but Smalling breaks a few tackles and gets out to about the 43-yard line.
Yeah, that's a 6'4", 200-pound tailback. Ran through a couple of tackles. We did have a real good, clean shot at him. We missed him in the backfield, but that's one of those situations. Turned what could have been a no gain into, it looks like about a 6-yard loss. It's third down, Mike.
Tyler McMahon carrying the play in for the Wolves. Third down and 4. 10:38 left here in the second quarter. Lake Hamilton leads 7-0. The Wolves at their own 42-yard line. A give to the tailback. Big gain up to across midfield down to the Malvern 45-yard line, and Bailey Smalling starting to get things going a little bit, Ron.
Well, what's happened is Terrace Matlock made the tackle right there. What's happened is we're seeing what happens when you get old Casey Henry back in there. Casey's a 6'1", 205-pound senior that didn't play last Thursday night against Hot Springs. Coach Clay said he was a difference maker, and I'm going to tell you something. He was a difference maker there because he sure made a hole for his tailback, Bailey Smalley, to get through, and Bailey definitely took advantage of it.
It looks very reminiscent of the old Lake Hamilton power game they've come back to.
Yep.
Split to the far side. Greason gives to his tailback. Once again, he's upended as he crosses the line of scrimmage. Gains about 2 yards.
Mark Blackaby stayed home right there and did an excellent job. Had some help from big old Landon Perry right there on the left side of our line. They were running playing right-handed run. They run right into our strength, and our strength right there won that battle. That's one. Let them run into our strength, and I think we can handle that battle, Mike.
Lake Hamilton on the move as we are at the 9:35 mark here in the second period. Greason brings his bunch to the line of scrimmage. Got a split to the near side. Slot left. Lake Hamilton lined up in their power game once again. A give to the tailback. Smalling on the carry. He's brought down as he picks up about 3, maybe 4 more yards. It's third down.
Once again, they like that right side, their right side against our left side. Landon Petty rolled him up and had a little help again from Mark Blackaby in there. Big third down. It's just looks to me like what you said, Mike. It's the old Lake Hamilton power football. We're going to run it at you, and you're going to have to stop us.
So a test now for the Malvern defense. It's third down and 2. We have trips to the near side, slot left. Gibbs tells us to watch for the screen, but it's the quarterback sneak as Greason takes off, and Ron, I'm not sure he got there, depending on the spot.
Depends on the spot. If he got across that 35-yard line deep, he must have. He's a big old kid, and I guess he fell across into the front line. Yeah, that's one of those situations like Johnny said, brought to our attention. That's the formation. This is where they like to throw that screen pass to their tailback, or sometimes the fullback, but mainly they'll run old Bailey Smalley out there and throw a screen pass to him.
Lake Hamilton once again sets up with trips to the near side. Slot left. Greason steps under center. It's first down and 10 now for the Wolves at the Malvern 34. Greason throws that screen pass we were just looking for. Complete off the right side. Lots of running room. He's brought down at the 20-yard line.
Cody Dorsey was out there on that, and that's all he does. It just raises up and throws the ball out there, Mike, and it's just boom, boom. It's and your corner has got to come up and put a stop on it right there quickly. If he jukes one time, you got to have a safety there, and in that situation we did. But it was a big gainer for the Wolves.
Travis Potts on the stop for the Leopards, the big 217-pound junior. As the Wolves come back to the line of scrimmage, Greason set to take the snap. Looks like a give to the fullback, a gain of about 5 yards, and the Leopards now really with their backs against the wall as Lake Hamilton threatening to score once again, Johnny.
That was just straight power football by the Mr. Henry. He just ran it straight up with the fullback, and He got 3 or 4 yards, actually 5 yards, excuse me.
Once again, that power game looks like it's returned for the Lake Hamilton Wolves. All the prep work we did looking at their pass plays not coming into play so far, Johnny.
No, it's not. And again, their trips left, and we got to watch out for the screen left. Our D-backs got to be ready.
Of course, they've also got the corner isolated on the near side. Greason steps up, gives up the middle, big run. Smalley's going in for the touchdown, untouched.
That was a draw-type situation where they got trips left, one receiver to the right, one guy in the backfield. Quarterback just takes it back to the tailback. He goes straight up the middle, no linebacker. They split the tackle and the guard and made about a 20-yard touchdown run.
So the Wolves now set to kick the extra point. 7 minutes and 9 seconds left here in the second quarter. Leading 13-0 and set to make it 14. The kick is up, and it is good. So now 14-0. Lake Hamilton leads the Malvern Leopards. And we're going to have a small break in action, and once again we'll return to our commercial machine, Ron McNamara.
And like I say, 50 years later, it's still family-owned, locally operated, the professionals at McClure Real Estate. Call them up and tell them thanks for sponsoring Leopard Football, because I know they're happy to do it.
Lake Hamilton set now to kick off after scoring and making this one 14-0. Leopard set to receive. Nice long kick this time by Lake Hamilton. The Leopards field that one. Hadn't picked up on the number yet.
Carolina got the ball.
Gets down to about the 27-yard line, where the Leopards will take over 1st and 10. And Ron, you said that was whom?
That was Kevin Bryant. KB took the ball, number 2. Put us in decent field position. We're outside of our 25 at about the 27. I'd also like to take this opportunity again to thank our friends at MNB Bank, Claude Davis, Christy Norris, Mr. Parker, the whole crew at NB Bank. They stepped up, and they were, like I say, them and the McClures, and were some of the ones that really stepped up first when we wanted to bring these games in. But again, we'd like to thank our friends at Channel 13, Cox, for making this all possible.
Split to the far side, Twins to the near side. Looks like Malvern had some confusion as they got ready. Jace Roberts calls time out. And Ron, would you like to thank another one of our sponsors?
I would seriously like to thank Mr. Darrell Teeter and Denny Teeter and his crew out there at Teeter Old Chevrolet. I'm telling you, from the McNamara's and everybody else, the deals are sweeter at Teeter. They've got an excellent program car, a bunch out there that they're bringing in extra. You can get your extended warranty. They can make the deals for you at Teeter. Financing, competitive financing, and I'll guarantee you, competitive pricing on those Olds and on those Chevrolets. SUVs, you want a Lexus or a Cadillac? Go tell Mr. Teeter, he'll find it for you.
Mr. Teeter does like those Cadillacs. And the Leopards once again set to take off. It's 1st down. Had a little confusion as they came out to the field to start this series. Jace Roberts has things under control and is set to take the snap. Roberts looking to throw to the far side. He hits his man, and that is Kevin Bryant. Kevin Bryant with a gain of about 9 yards on that play, depending on the spot. And Johnny, maybe we can get this passing game working.
Yes, that's true. Kevin Bryant, he's a big, tough, strong receiver when he's out there. He is one of the biggest keys to Malvern's offense. If you get it in his hands, things can happen. I think he's an athlete. And he ran a slant route from the outside coming into the flat, and he was wide open. And Jace threw a bullet to Kevin Bryant, and needless to say, we got a 1st down out of it.
And the measurement proves Johnny right as the Leopards gain a 1st down. The gain was to the 38-yard line. They're calling it here. As the Leopards bring in a player. Do a little movement. Looks like Kevin Bryant's going to come out.
They brought in a tight end. It looks like Mr. Bradford comes in, number 44. He's going to be lined up on the right-hand side.
Lined up in a little bit more of a power formation to give on that right side. gain of about 3 yards as Cliff Morgan meets a bevy of Wolves as he gets to about the 41-yard line. It's going to be second down at about 7.
Malvern was in the 2 tight ends set where it was a power football, just kind of similar to what Lake Hamilton's running. We got 3 yards out of it. If you get 3 yards and 4 downs, that's the first down, Mike. We'll take that every time.
The more things change, the more they stay the same, Johnny. Both teams running at each other hard, very, very much like many of the Malvern and Lake Hamilton Classic matchups. Roberts takes a snap, looking to pass, throwing deep at the center of the field. It's picked off by number 7, Eric Dorsey, a senior for the Wolves, and Lake Hamilton's going to get another opportunity to score here in the second period.
Number 7 read it all the way. He stepped in front of that slant pattern and actually had a dive and catch, and it was a great play on number 7. Jace looked like he was going to hit him right in the numbers, and he just darted right in front of him to make the interception.
Nice play by the Wolves. Dorsey on the interception, and Lake Hamilton's going to take over once again at their 45-yard line. Lots of turnovers so far in this game, Johnny, as each team is really giving the other some opportunities.
Right, they've got great field position on each turnover.
Greason pitches to his tailback Smalley, running room on the right side. He's brought down as he crosses midfield. The ball's going to be spotted at the 49.
We got illegal use of the hands on the offense. The ball will come back to the 41-yard line, and they'll march off 10 yards.
So a little bit of a break there for the Leopards defense. 5:42 left here in the second period. As the referee gets set to mark off the yardage, you're going to talk with the Malvern captain. Of course, they will take the penalty.
Oh, yes, no doubt. Lake Hamilton had about an 8-yard gain on that play. They pitched it to number 7 for at least an 8-yard gain, but maybe it was because of the hold.
And it looks like they must have been further back than we had anticipated, Johnny, as they're going to mark this all the way back.
It's at the spot of the foul, Mike, and it's spotted for 10 more yards attached onto it, so it's about 11-yard penalty.
So first down, once again, 20 yards to go. They're calling it here at Lake Hamilton. Greason steps up under center, looking to throw. He gives a delayed handoff to his tailback. Not much running room. Gets back to about the line of scrimmage.
He tried to draw right up the middle. Our linebackers read it perfectly. You've got to step up in those holes and not let the tailback take it right down the middle. So it was a great play on the defense.
Byron Hunter on the tackle for the Leopards. It's going to set up a second down and 20 for Lake Hamilton.
It's a passing down, Mike. We got to watch for that screen out on the right-hand side. They're usually going to put up those trips to the right. We've got to watch for that.
And it looks like they're still discussing that formation. Instead, they bring the tight end, split to the near side. It's going to be a tailback pass as Smalley lays this one up in the air. It's up anybody's ball and incomplete. Almost picked off by number 2, Kevin Bryant, as he tracked that one. It looked like the space shuttle coming back in. The arc on that one was way up there.
Kevin Bryant came all the way across the field. That ball was thrown too high for the reception, so that Kevin Bryant came from the opposite side of the field, almost intercepted right off his fingertips to break up the play. Excellent play by Kevin Bryant.
And he came in from out of nowhere, made up a lot of ground, as Smalley just kind of set that one up for anybody. And now it's going to be third down and 20. Another passing down. Johnny, will see. They're not going with the trips. They're going to put twins to either side this time, as Greason is set to take the snap. He's going to start in shotgun formation.
It's definitely a passing down here.
Greason fumbles the snap. A little bit of pressure. He squeaks away, gets this one off, and it is incomplete. Kevin Bryant once again on the coverage for the Leopards. Had some help back there trying to pick that one up. Like Sean Williams back there also, as the Leopards come away and could get some good field position, Johnny, if we can get back to one of your keys to the game, which was special teams.
Special teams, yeah. We've got to make a catch. We can't let it bounce down to the inside of the 10-yard line. We've got to catch it before the 10. If we have to fair catch it at the 20, that's great. Hey, we'll take that every time on a punt. Kevin Bryant needs to catch it right off the bounce, or not allow the defensive to let it roll down there.
And Lake Hamilton's going to run the fake. The up back is thrown the ball. It is complete. It would be enough for the first down, but I believe, well, I thought we had a flag on the play.
They stretched that, 63 stretched that. Look that old field.
And they're going to call that one a first down. The ball is spotted at the Malvern 45-yard line.
That was amazing. They should have, there was a hold. I saw a hold on the right-hand side that kept our outside containment to keep the quarterback from scrambling to the outside to make that throw. That was unfortunate for the Leopards. Ron was just saying that his jersey was pulled over his shoulder pads. So hopefully tomorrow afternoon, re-watch that, and we'll see that there was a penalty, Mike.
Unfortunately, they're not going to change the calls. Greason takes the snap. He's looking to throw once again. He's got a man. No, he is brought down in the backfield, and that is Monzel Davis.
What pursuit. That was a great play by Monzel. He came from all the way across the field on the outside linebacker position. He pursued the quarterback until he brought him down.
And we got a holding penalty also on Lake Hamilton, so we're going to see if the Leopards take that one. And that is declined. Probably a smart play as they already had a loss.
We had a loss of 8, Mike, and a loss of down. There's no sense in taking a 10-yard penalty, an extra 2 yards to just give them an extra down to get 20 yards. So, hey, it was a smart call by the coaches and the players on that call, and let's just make sure that they can 2 more and out. Let's punt and have the ball again.
Twins to the near side for the Wolves as Greason steps up under center. Fakes the handoff to his tailback. Bootlegs to the right side. Looks to throw down the field. Got a man. Fantastic catch there by number 18, Cody Dorsey, as he laid out for that one. He was covered very well there, Johnny. It was just a matter of a great throw and a great catch.
Their receiver just laid out to catch that ball. I mean, really, 12, Joe Greason, he threw the ball where our defensive backs weren't, and he just threw a strike. That's all we got to say, and he caught the ball in a diving catch. That was just a great throw and catch on their part.
Another first down here for the Wolves. It's 1st and 10. They are at the Malvern 12-yard line. Greason steps up under center, fakes to the tailback, give to the up back. He's got some running room up the middle and brought down, looks like just shy of the goal line. Probably another first down depending on the spot, and it looks like they've got it at the 1, Johnny.
Mike, that was a slot back trap play.
It was Johnny hard to spit out there, but this is the same kind of offense we saw.
Exactly. A little trickery on that one.
13 years ago.
Number 18, he slid through between the guard and the tackle for about a 10, 12-yard gain, almost a touchdown.
Lake Hamilton threatening once again. 3:23 left here in the first half. The give is to Smalley, the tailback, and he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Lake Hamilton now padding that lead as they are up now 20-0. 3:16 left in the first half.
That was just straight out power football from the Lake Hamilton Wolves.
Once again, I'd like to remind you to go by Orr's Furniture tomorrow, the next day, or because it'll be closed Sunday. Go by Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Tell Rick I want a deal. Rick has told us time and time again that they will not be beat. Back to the ball game. The kick is up and it is good, so it's 21-0 Lake Hamilton. Orr's Furniture, long time downtown Malvern business. They're proud to help us with Leopard football.
Lake Hamilton set up to kick once again, leading 21-0. 3:16 left here in the first half. And right, looks like we have possibly a different deep man there. Flag as Lake Hamilton kicks that one. Probably going to be offsides. Lots of running room up the middle there. And the Leopards get the return out to about the 36-yard line, and that's the special teams you were talking about, Johnny, is one of the keys to the game.
That's Sean Williams, and Sean Williams has been all over the field tonight. He's played excellent defense. He's broken up some passes. He's played special teams. He's out there playing his heart out, and I want to tell you something. He wasn't that far from going ahead and breaking one and taking that all the way back to him. He had a big old head, big old tall, kind of long-legged kid. Once he gets those long legs going, he can move, Mike.
Sean, very much a part of the Leopard game plan here tonight. as the Leopards take their signals. Right now it's deciding if they want to take this penalty or not. They got great field position. I doubt they're going to, well, they may have them re-kick. As the Leopards are heading back to the sideline, the Wolves do the same. They're going to sit up and do this one all over again.
Well, I believe the coaching staff saw how close that was to going all the way, and hey, with 3 minutes and 11 seconds, the coaching staff has gambled. They've made some what we consider some smart gambles. They've made some good moves, and this is one that they hope will pay off for him, because he's not going to kick it quite as far, and maybe we can get that kick out block and send Sean all the way to pay dirt. Because he's back there again, waiting on the kickoff.
Lake Hamilton sets up once again to kick this one off. Penalty moves the ball back to the 35-yard line. Still 3:11 left here in the first half. Sean Williams deep again for the Leopards. And the Leopards should get good field position out of this one and maybe get on the board and get a little momentum built up before halftime.
Yeah, we need a score. We need something good to happen here, Mike.
The kick is away. It's going to go to the far up back.
Kevin Bryant.
Kevin Bryant takes it, does a couple of moves, gets out to about the 38, 39-yard line, so they really netted about 3 to 4 yards on that play.
It was a good decision excellent decision by the coaching staff, because anytime somebody has to get that kicking team back out there and get your special teams, that's why they call them special, because they are special. They're out there to make something special happen, and you got to give them a chance.
Jace Roberts up under center. Cliff Morgan at tailback. The give is to Morgan. He picks up a couple of yards and a couple of Lake Hamilton defenders along the way.
Yeah, he picked up a load right there, big old number 73 in Tommy DeGargas.
The Leopards trying to get in the end zone as we near the end of this first half, just over 2.5 minutes left. It is 2nd down and 6, a gain of 4 for Morgan on that last play. Give once again to Morgan. He's met quickly. Going to lose some yardage on this play as Lake Hamilton had good penetration.
Excellent penetration there from the left side of the Wolves line. They crowd their linebackers in. Big old number 77 come across there, Justin Coop, a big old senior. He was helped again by that number 54 seems like that Andrew Davis. He's only a junior, and he seems like he's all over the field tonight. Every time you look up, 54 sticking his nose in there, making a play.
Leopards look to spread things out as they have twins to the near side, twins to the far side, and there's going to be a penalty. It looks like the Leopards probably had a few too many people on the field.
In my visit with Coach Clay prior to the game, Michael, he was talking about there's Casey Henry, and he said, well, he didn't know it was Casey would be 100% tonight. He said he thought he might be about 80%, but I want to tell you something. 80% of Casey Henry is one heck of a football player. He's really opening up some holes for the big old tailback for number 4, Bailey Smalley through there, and he's done one of those Wolves out there that's going both ways. He's out here this this outside linebacker and doing an excellent job.
And the Wolves looking to stop the Leopards. Jace Roberts steps under center, twins to either side. Roberts looks to pass. He's looking to the near side, looking for Kari Monroe, but that pass is going to be picked off, and that's, I believe, the second pick for Eric Dorsey.
That's the second pick for Eric Dorsey. That one just did not quite have enough gas on it. Jace has had pretty good protection. That's one they just didn't quite get enough arm on it. We know Jace has got enough arm to get that ball there, and he just didn't quite go ahead and air that one out and came up a little short. And again, Dorsey is the right man in the right place at the right time.
So Lake Hamilton takes over at their own 45-yard line. 1:38 left here in the first half. Leopards down 21-0. And Lake Hamilton sets up with trips to the far side. Split into the near side. Looking to throw. There's that screen we were talking about. Fumble on the play, and Johnny, looks like the Leopards had that one covered pretty well.
Right, they had a strong safety up along with the corners. They had it defended really well because they knew exactly what the play was developing too. Whenever there's 3 trips out to the left, they're going to do 2 different plays that we've looked at the game film on. One is a draw, which we saw it once, and we've seen 2 flanker screens out to the left or out to the outside with a trip. So whenever they're lined up in that formation, there's going to be 2 different plays, Mike.
Twins to the far side once again for Lake Hamilton. Greason steps up under center. Fakes to his tailback. Lots of pressure. Greason breaks away, looking to throw. He's got a man. Big hit on the play by Kevin Bryant, but not before Lake Hamilton picked up about 9 yards. Very close to the first down. It's like a generous spot right at the 45 of Malvern.
Again, we need to work on containment. We let the quarterback get to the outside. We need to make him step up and have to throw and let the defenders up the middle put pressure on him. Make him have to step back, throw it off his back heel. Instead, he got to the outside, he was able to step into his throw and make a good crisp throw for a first down.
Not sure if the referee is looking to bring out the chains once again. There's going to be a little discussion out there.
They've already moved the chains, Mike. It might be a discussion.
Not sure what to call.
They look like they're trying to put more time on the clock.
Yeah, they're going to add some time to the clock. There's about a minute 1. They're going to add 10 seconds, making it a minute 11. Twins once again to the far side for Lake Hamilton.
They're in a shotgun formation, Mike. It may be a draw coming up here.
Greason signals, takes the snap, looking to throw to the far side. Got a man one-on-one. And that play was defended very well by Sean Williams. So Sean, making his presence known once again, was right on top of that one.
Both sides of the field, all the receivers were well defended. Really, Mr. Greason did not have any place to go with it. He threw a real hard pass and a long pass to get it out to the flat, which was not and will not be completed for sure.
Trips to the near side for Lake Hamilton. Malvern sets up their defense. Greason gets his signal in the shotgun once again, looking to throw. And it looks like it's going to be a screen pass. Smalley catches that one, breaks a couple of tackles. He's moving along the left side and pushed out of bounds. But after a gain down to the Leopard 25-yard line.
The Malvern Leopards over-pursued it in the middle. The tailback snuck up inside of the D-line. Greason just flipped it to the tailback for a middle screen, and then he bounced out to the outside for about an 18 to 20-yard gain.
So first down and 10 now for Lake Hamilton. 54 seconds left here in the first half. And Lake Hamilton looks to add to their lead, already up 21-0. Greason looking to throw once again. Can't find anybody. Plenty of time. That one is tipped and picked off by Kevin Bryant. Kevin Bryant on the return. He breaks a couple of tackles and gets out to the 25. So Malvern holds off Lake Hamilton and gets some decent field position.
Great play by Kevin Bryant. He stepped right in front of the receiver. Greason did not see him. Greason was flushed out of the pocket. He was scrambling. He tried to throw it across his body to a receiver that was in crowded territory, and Kevin Bryant just stepped up in front of him and made about a 20-yard return on his interception. So great play by Kevin Bryant.
Flag on the play. It was against Lake Hamilton. Didn't quite see the call, but it was declined, of course, by the Leopards as they now have possession with just over 40 seconds left here in the first half. 40 seconds, about 75 yards to go to get into the end zone for the Leopards. Receivers to either side for Roberts. Morgan in dotting the I once again. Roberts back to pass. He's looking deep. Nobody there. He's going to run for it. He gets across the 35 down to about the 39. That's going to be a first down for Malvern with 30 seconds left here as they stop the clock to move the chains.
Well, Malvern might consider taking a timeout. We've got real good field position. We've got a chance to get close to a score here. If the clock starts rolling, we might not have a chance here.
And the clock has started, but the Leopards come to the line of scrimmage very quickly. Roberts steps up under center. Fakes to the tailback. Once again looking to throw. He's looking deep along the left side. This one he airs out a little bit too far, and it's picked off by number 27, Brandon Payton. Payton still on the move, gets down to about the 43-yard line of Malvern. So Lake Hamilton gets the ball once again.
The ball kind of fluttered out there a little too far over Cliff Morgan's head, and the D-back, he was just sitting there waiting for it, and he returned it for another 15-yard return for the Lake Hamilton Wolves. Cliff Morgan came back and caught him from behind and gave him a good lick. But we got to eliminate the turnovers, Mike, if we want to win this ball game.
Just over 6 seconds.
That was one of those situations that I think that I don't know if there was any miscommunication between LT Tobias and Jace Roberts or not, but looked like the receiver stopped and Jace threw the ball deep, and then the safety was right there playing center field and got it.
Greason from shotgun looking to throw. He's looking deep. That's going to be picked off by Kevin Bryant. Let's see if Kevin can make some positive yardage out of this one. Breaks a tackle and just barely brought down right across the 10-yard line. And that's going to end the first half as the Leopards are down 21-0.
OTC to get where you want to be. A small college with big opportunities. Get the quality education you need. Affordable classes, convenience too. We bring out the best in you. Washita Technical College is the place to be.
Enroll today at Washita Technical College. You'll find instruction in a variety of high-demand fields, including Cisco, nursing, medical transcription, and others. You can also take your basics to transfer. Call us today, 337-5000. Get where you want to be at OTC. That's 337-5000.
Washita Technical College is the place to be.
Hi, this is Rick at Orr's Furniture in Malvern. We're celebrating Bassett Furniture's 100th anniversary by having the biggest factory-authorized sale in our history. Take the short drive to Orr's in Malvern and you'll find Bassett bedroom suites, dining room suites, sofas, chairs, entertainment centers, and living room tables on sale at the lowest possible prices. Plus, if we don't have the Bassett item you want in stock, we'll special order it at these incredible discounts. Pay nothing until February 2003 and delivery is free. The Bassett Anniversary Sale at Orr's Furniture, Main Street, Malvern, open Saturdays till 4.
This is Tony Warner from Malvern National Bank. This year's really been another great year for MNB. First, in January, we launched Malvern's first internet banking webpage with a news and information service. It's all you need to get started in your day and to do your banking as well. Second, we were again chosen Malvern's #1 bank in the Malvern Daily Record's Readers Poll, but also Malvern's best business. And for that, we say thanks. We hope you know how much we appreciate your great comments about us and how much we appreciate your business. MNB Banks are real community bank.
It's fall, it's cool weather, your mind thinks of a lot of things. Football, and maybe it's time for a new automobile or to trade that jalopy off. I'm here with Mr. Teeter Chevrolet Olds, and he's got some words for you.
Yes, sir. We've got the words and we've got the product. We've got probably over 500 units out here, and I'm looking at a sea of cars. I've got all kinds and creeds and colors of vehicles, all type of sport utilities. We have the high-dollar European cars, the Maximas, the Mazdas, the Lexus, just whatever you want in the high-dollar European cars, and the all-popular new Chevrolet. We've got them here at Teeter's. So come on out and shop us real soon. Remember, like I always say, the more we invest in our youth, the less we'll spend on prisons later.
And speaking, this is Ron McNamara, and speaking from my own experiences, the deals are sweeter at Teeter.
If your business has outgrown its current location, check with the professionals at McClure Real Estate. A long list of commercial real estate locations await your inspection. Locations for sale or locations for rent. Both are available all over our area. Call them at 332-2777. They'll have what you're looking for. That's McClure Real Estate. Locally owned and locally operated. 332-2777. Serving Malvern area for almost 50 years.
Lake Hamilton, of course, will be receiving this time, Ron, and we've gone over really about everything. really key now for the Leopards to come up big on defense in this first series.
Yeah, we'll see the adjustments that our defensive coordinator, Coach Golden, has made. He's an excellent coach. He came up through the Malvern system. He spent some time, and him and Coach Scarborough, they do an excellent job with the defense, and Coach Henry Mitchell. And trust me, they're going to make some adjustments. And this is, like you say, it's a big series for us. We need to pin them deep as we can, get the ball back, and see if we can't get something going with our offense. We're about just a few seconds away from kickoff here, Mike, and let's see how the Leopards do here in the second half.
The Leopards setting up to kick off the second half.
I got Cody Dorsey back deep. If that name, if you've heard that before, Dorsey's caught the ball, and go Michael.
And Hamilton takes the opening kickoff, run a little misdirection on that kickoff.
Well, I tell you what,
really, to no avail as they're brought down, looks like right at the 20-yard line.
I'm going to tell you what, Justin Clegg sat there and read that. That was the receiver turned around with his back. They ran a double reverse handoff. Clegg stayed right there and read the play and stopped it right there just across the 20-yard line. Great, again, that's another special teams. That's why they call them special. That was a special play there. That was a trick play that we didn't fall for one bit.
Staying in your lanes, of course, key to those type plays. I noticed Malvern made a big point of that because they were preparing for this game. Trips to the near side for Lake Hamilton. Greason back to pass, throws out into the flats. Got a little running room out there across the 30-yard line. It's going to be first down, Lake Hamilton.
Yeah, it's one of those situations that Corey Monroe had a line on him, and he was fixing to lay a lick on him, and Dorsey made a nice move right there to get past that tackle. And like you said, it's a first down for the Wolves. We need to buck up here, and that was that wide trips right, and now they've got trips left, Mike.
So Lake Hamilton keeping things wide open as they open the second half. A give to Smalley off the left side, lots of running room. He comes up the middle across the 45 to about the 49-yard line. They're going to call it back at about the 47 and a half. And Lake Hamilton having a lot of success here early, Ron.
Yeah, that was Kevin Bryant coming up from his safety spot. What Lake Hamilton's doing is what Coach Hart wants to get the Leopards where they're able to do. They've spread us out. They spread you out. They make you play the whole field. And Lake Hamilton's run this offense a little bit more than the Leopards have. And that's one of those situations. They just spread us out, spread you out, make you play the whole field. And one pinch block and big old tailback Bailey Smalley goes up through off tackle again.
Lake Hamilton on the move. Greason gives to his fullback. Nothing doing there.
That's Casey Henry back in, the big fullback. And on that stop was Terrence Matlock. Terrence is going off to the sideline, and also in there to help big old number 64, Travis Potts. We're doing some switching in. Looks like we're going to give big old number 67, Landon Perry, a break, and
Zach Henderson in.
Zach Henderson's in.
Trips once again to the far side for Lake Hamilton. Split right. Pitch out to the left side for Smalley. He's got a little bit of running room. Breaks a couple of tackles. Pick up of about 4 yards, maybe 5.
That was a nice play again by our corner. Number 81 came up there real quick. And Chase Thornton came up and hit him and grabbed him and had a hold of him. Number 33 again, Munsell Davis, just quite didn't have the quite angle on him. He could have caught him back in the backfield, and he had the play made. He just didn't quite take the the correct angle, and Bailey Smalley had the speed to get out on the outside and outrun him on the outside.
Wolves on the move once again at the Malvern 45-yard line. It's second down and 3. Greason changes the play at the line. He's got trips to the far side. Going to throw to the near side, though.
He's down.
Should have been down on the catch. The pass was completed to number 27 for the Wolves, and that's Brandon Payton.
Yeah,
senior having a big night so far. Pass complete to the 40. It's going to be second and 5.
One of those things, actually, that was a first down, Mike. He ran out there. It was just a stop and go. He had to go down on his knee. He did an excellent job. Went down on his knee. Had to go down to make the clean catch. But his first and primary thing he wanted to do was to catch the ball, and he caught the ball. And of course, he was down on his knee. But they still picked up 5-6 yards out of the play.
You are correct, Ron. That was my mistake. It is first down and 10 for the Wolves at the Malvern 40. Greason looks to pass. Screen off to the right side. Complete to Brandon Stroop. He's brought down very quickly. Gain of maybe a yard.
Yeah, Brandon Bradford and a whole host of Leopards were out there. Corey Monroe was up. That was that play that was successful for him in the first half. That overload trips to the right, flooding that zone and throwing just a quick hitter out there. We have that. Looks like we haven't made an adjustment on that play. So here we go. Looks like they got splits to the left. Twins left and one back offense, Mike.
Greason, a little misdirection to give once again to the halfback. And this play worked earlier. Gets across down the 20-yard line, almost to the 15. And Ron, this is a play we saw earlier with basically the same success.
Yeah, Cody Dorsey comes in from that wing back, and that's just kind of the old crossbuck of the old wing back reverse. You get everybody going to your right, then you run Dorsey through that hole where they've sealed off between the guard and the tackle, and he makes a very, very nice run up through there. Right, in a situation like that, Lake Hamilton has taken advantage of our over pursuit, the eagerness of the Leopards, and you get that sometimes with a young team. They want to go as far as they can, and we caught a break there, Michael. I didn't see the flag on the.
Looks like a holding penalty against Lake Hamilton's going to move this one back. So Malvern really benefiting from that call.
It's another situation where we need our technical advisors up here to get Johnny's headset going. He's sitting over there jumping up and down, waving flag, 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 and I had my glasses off and missed it.
Lake Hamilton now, 2nd and 18 from the Malvern 49 to give to Smalley. A little draw play, not much there. Nice patience by the defense.
Yeah, Byron Hunter was right there. That's what we normally see in their tendencies on that trips left, is to run that tailback up the middle, and we definitely had that one smelled out. And it's a 3rd and 18, so the Leopards have a chance here to put the Wolves, keep them in his hole and get this ball back and see if we can't do some damage to them.
So with the minimal gain on that play, it's now 3rd down and 18 for the Wolves. They send the trips left, becoming a familiar formation.
And I was going to run the shotgun now, looks like.
Greason set to take the snap, drops back, fakes the pass to the right side, looking to go deep. Kevin Bryant on the move.
Excellent play.
Gets a hand on that one, breaks it up. Nice play by Kevin Bryant.
It's like Johnny Gibbs told us in that first half. Kevin Bryant's got that speed to make up a lot of difference come across. He's got great leaping ability and excellent timing on that play. Kevin had his eye on the ball all the way. The receiver was not going to catch it. Kevin knew it, and he got there excellent timing. And instead of going for the ball or the receiver, he made sure, for the interception, he made sure he got a hand up on that ball and just slapped it down, slapped it out of bounds.
Good pursuit angle from Kevin Bryant playing center field there for the Leopards.
Well, we got the quarterback back in there in the shallow. Let's see if it's another fake punt, Mike.
The snap goes back, and it looks like they are going to let this one fly. Kevin Bryant looks to make a move on this one. It bounces. Bryant takes it on the hop and is upended quickly at about the 15, 20, about the 18-yard line.
That's an excellent play. It's one of those situations where the ball had bounced up. He timed it all the way. It's a gutsy play. It's not a dangerous play by any stretch of the imagination. You make that first guy catch it, and KB can go 10, 15, 20 yards, and it's another special play by the special teams.
And more than likely saved us 5 or 10 yards on the additional roll. So good play there by Kevin Bryant. Myron Cross now split to the near side. Jace Roberts up under center. Give to the tailback. That's Cliff Morgan. He's going to be brought down as he crosses the 20-yard line. Gain of about 1 on the, actually, I guess 3. They're going to call that one.
It's just another thing that we talked about at halftime. The offensive line, they're keeping those pads low, they're keeping them square, and they're coming off that ball. And what normally you think is not a loss or no gain is actually a 3-yard gain because the line's is moving, keeps moving them back. See the kids clapping their hands. We're still hustling up to that line. These kids still got a lot of fire in them, and we got a lot of ball game in front of us.
Second down and 7 from the 20-yard line. Roberts, little misdirection once again. It looks like Kevin Bryant, maybe, Ron. I hadn't picked up on that number.
That looked to me like that was either Daniel Smith or Damon Witherspoon. We'll see who gets up. Here's Witherspoon. That's the old wing-back reverse sweep, whatever. It's actually not a reverse, Michael. It's just kind of that wing-back sweep that the Leopards have run in the past. And it was a good play. We're at a big third down play here. Third down
and 3. 7 minutes left here in the third quarter. Malvern down 21-0 at their own 25-yard line. This is their first possession of the second half. Big defensive stop for the Leopards, aided by a holding penalty that moved the ball down to the 5. Once again, the Leopards give to Bradford once again.
That's Cliff Morgan again. That's right. Yeah. Bradford was in there earlier, and they'd run Cliff Morgan back in there, and just came up, maybe the length of a football short on it.
And it is 4th down and 1 for the Leopards.
We're gonna roll the dice again. Coach Hart wants this. He wants to get something going with this offense. He's going to go for it on 4th and short.
Lake Hamilton crowds the line of scrimmage. To give is to Morgan. He leans forward and has the
big old offensive line. They had everybody stacked in. You hear they say they had 8 in the box, 9 in the box. I believe they had all 11 in the box that time. Nice play. If we get depends on the spot on this one, but from our advantage, looked like he made it by a good half a yard anyway.
Looks like about a yard to me. They're going to call the chains in on this one.
Well, maybe I couldn't see the spot. I'm
going to have to check my Johnny measurement here. And Johnny, do you say they got the first down? Johnny says it's there by the length of the football.
And Johnny's right. Once again, Johnny, you're about that makes you 4 for 4. Gutsy call. It's one of those situations you're giving that offensive line some confidence. Coach Baker's showing some confidence in that line. We need that foot for first down inside, our 30-yard line. Let's go get it.
Jace Roberts up under center for the Leopards to give to Cliff Morgan off the right side. Hit hard as he gets just across the line of scrimmage. Keeps fighting, but just too many Wolves there. And gain of maybe a yard on the play.
I believe that was, looked to me like that was Casey Henry out there on the outside that stood him up. And they say a fumble on the play and a turnover, and the Wolves have got it.
So Lake Hamilton now benefits from fantastic field position as they take over at the Malvern 28-yard line. It's going to be first down for Lake Hamilton. And Johnny, the turnover is continuing to plague the Leopards into the second half.
Exactly, Mike, and we've just got to hang on to the ball. We're making yardage on the running play. Keep pounding it inside, we'll make the first down.
Lake Hamilton on the move. Greason pitches to the right side. Smalley, hole closing quickly. Smalley picks up a couple, maybe 3 yards.
Mike, that's where I stress containment. The guys did not let the tailback get to the outside. The cornerback kept him and turned him inside where all the defensive pursuit was. The linebacker stepped up into the outside or the inside hole in this case whenever the quick pitch to the right-hand side of the field. So that was great pursuit by the defense, by the Leopards.
And a holding call going to be added on to this one. So that gain will be negated. We'll see where they spot this one from. It looks like they spotted it on about the 26-yard line.
That's a good call by the coaches. You need to back them up. They were down on the 25-yard line. You got to back them up as far as you can because another 10, 15 yards they'll be in field goal range, or and one of their kickers made a 35-yarder last week. So within the 25-yard line, they can make a field goal from there.
Still first down for Lake Hamilton. First down and 20. Greason back to pass after faking the handoff. Looking on the right side, that one is incomplete. Nice effort there by the Lake Hamilton receiver. That's Cole Farrell. But he comes up empty-handed, and it's going to be second down and 20.
Lake Hamilton ran 2 receivers, really twins to the right there. One did a 10-yard curl, and the other one did a fade route to the corner of the end zone. And the receiver that did the 10-yard curl, he was open, but the pass was to the inside of him and away from him.
Trips to the far side for Lake Hamilton, split near. Greason handing off to his tailback Smalley. Not much running room. He gets back up to about the 31-yard line. It's going to be third down and about 15, Johnny.
That was a straight draw, and our linebackers read it perfectly. Yeah, they did not bite on the draw at all, and needless to say, they only got 3 or 4 yards out of it, so a great play by the defense.
They're calling it third down and 14. Lake Hamilton at the Malvern 32, leading the Leopards 21-0. There is 4 minutes 56 seconds left here in this third quarter.
Defense needs to hold here, Mike. We need to get the ball back. Offense needs to get rolling for us right now.
Twins to the far side, tied in to the near side. Greason fakes the handoff, looking to pass. Has got some pressures. He's rambling right. He's got some running room to the right side as he crosses the 10, the 5. Still breaking tackles and into the end zone. Outstanding individual effort there by Greason as he really had nobody to throw to, broke a few tackles.
A penalty on Lake Hamilton. We've got a 10-yard penalty of holding, so it's going to negate the touchdown, Mike. Bring them back to probably about the 35-yard, back at the line of scrimmage, so they'll push them back over the 40-yard line.
So Malvern gets another shot at stopping this Lake Hamilton offense. It's going to be third down once again. Malvern doing a good job on that play with coverage. Greason had nobody to throw to. Unfortunately, he had some running room to the right side.
Again, not to be negative, but containment broke down on the right-hand side. It allowed the quarterback to scramble to the right and almost to go into the end zone. All the receivers and all the D-backs were on the left-hand side of the field covering the receivers, and the quarterback scrambled for almost actually 35 yards for the touchdown, but the penalty pulled him back to the 43.
Third down and 23 from the 43. Greason back to pass. He's got pressure early and brought down in the backfield.
Monzel Davis, what a blitz from the outside linebacker's position. He came up, split the tackle, split the tight end, and he was in the quarterback's hip pocket on that play. Great play by Monzel Davis, number 33.
Greason comes up limping. He stays on the field. He's looks like he's having a hard time there, Johnny. He is the punt protector.
He looks like he kind of hurt his knee. I think he's going to be all right. But that's where Malvern needs to stop them, and they did right this time. And we need the ball back. We need good field position. It looks like Kevin Bryant's on the 20-yard line. He needs to catch it there, step up.
And that ball bounces. Lake Hamilton saying it hit a Malvern player. The referee, it looks like they agree. No, they're going to disagree and call that one down. Lake Hamilton fans, of course, not very happy with the call.
It was very close, Mike. It looked like both. They overturned the call.
They just reversed the call. So it looks like the head referee came in and reversed that one.
Looked like both. If both kids had their backs to the punt and blocking each other, and it just happened to hit a Malvern player and touch the Malvern player, and it's a live ball for Lake Hamilton to cover.
So Lake Hamilton again with new life, 1st and 10 at the Malvern 22-yard line. Already lead this one 21-0. What a stop on the give to Smalley as the Leopards gang tackled, as you put it earlier, Johnny, and that was a great run stop.
Brandon Bradford, he just met him in the hole. He wrapped up shoulder pad to shoulder pad and popped him a good one. I'm telling you, he laid him out.
So the young 242-pound sophomore for the Leopards making an impact here in the third quarter.
He's a man among boys out there, Mike. Brandon Bradford, he's going to be a hoss one of these days. He's a good-looking specimen right now, but you tell me in 2 years you're going to see one heck of an athlete.
Trips to the far side for Lake Hamilton. Greason takes the snap from the shotgun, looking to throw. He throws over the middle, almost picked off by the Leopards. Couldn't quite reel that one in.
A little miscommunication between the quarterback and the receiver there. He threw it outside and almost, is it Kari Monroe?
Kari Monroe, yes.
He stuck his hand out and almost intercepted the pass in the secondary, and I wish we could have come up with that play because we need it right here.
So third down and 12, another passing down. Of course, Lake Hamilton has been very innovative in their play calling tonight. They run the trips to the far side again, bring us a split to the near side.
They've been running a draw, or they've been doing a split screen out to the right.
There was some movement along the line. Looks like possibly a Leopard moved. Flag on the play. And it looks like they're going to mark this one off against the Leopards.
They got in the dead zone there, and Mike, and you can't across the line of scrimmage, or it's a penalty on the defense.
So the penalty moves the ball down inside the Malvern 20 to about the 19-yard line, where it's going to be third down.
Looks like about 6.5 to 7 yards. We've got to make a stand here, Mike. We've got to stop them right here in their tracks. Don't be surprised if they don't pass here.
Third down and 6 from the Malvern 19-yard line. Greason steps back once again into shotgun. Takes the snap, looking to throw over the right side. Got a man. He drops it. And it's going to be fourth down and 6.
Mikey, it hit him in a bad spot. It was in his hands. And, you know, these Wolves, they've got to stick them on their hands if they're going to catch some of them hot passes from Greason.
Greason been on the money most of the time so far tonight, as was the case there. And it's going to be interesting to see what Lake Hamilton does. They are deep into Leopard territory. It looks like they brought in some new people, possibly going to try a field goal here.
Looks like Greason's going to get right under center. It looks like they're going for it, Mike.
Yeah, they brought in several new players, but Greason still in the game, steps up under center. One back, fake. They're going to give to that halfback. We've seen this play several times. And it is going to be close, Johnny. Did they get there?
It's going to be. They're going to have to mark on this. I believe they might.
Looks like they're about a yard, maybe too short.
They look like they might be a little bit short, if I was guessing.
Hey, they're going to bring out the chains. We're going to take a good look at this one, see how the Johnny measurement goes.
I say they're about a ball short. And I was correct again, Ron. How do you like that?
5 for 5, Johnny Gibbs.
Just ask the Swami here, okay?
Ask the Swami. So the Leopards take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line. Still down 21-0. Defense has held up so far in the second half. But now it's time to get the offense moving, Ron.
Yes, it is. It's one of these situations where we got a break on the holding call. Hamilton has hurt themselves time and time again and out of these holding calls. But they've been doing it all night, honestly, and they're catching about half of them, I think, Mike.
Twist to the far side, split near. Roberts looking to pass, rolls to his right. Got a man out in the flat. That is Adam Cornell. Adam out across the 30 down to about the 33-yard line.
That's an excellent play. Jace had plenty of time to roll him out, give him some time to look at the field. Adam Cornell watched the ball all the way and then turned upfield and picked up some nice yardage. That's what the Leopards need. It's a nice big play, and they've got some fire in them now.
Leopards starting off well here on this series. 2:33 left here in the third quarter. Malvern down 21-0. First down and 10. They're at their own 33-yard line. Roberts gives to Morgan on the right side. Nothing doing there. 3 Wolves meet him.
Yeah, it's one of those situations where the Wolves were ready for that when they had that one smelled out, and that big fullback linebacker, Casey Henry, moved up in there to stop that play.
Gain of 2 on the play. Actually, okay, they're going to call that 2 yards. Malvern now at its 35-yard line. Second down and 8. Twins to the near side for the Leopards. Myron Cross and looks like Sean Williams to the near side. Jace Roberts throws out into the flats. Pass caught by Sean Williams.
Yeah, Sean Williams had to reach way after the ball was a little bit in front of him. He caught the ball as he stretched out, but wasn't going to gain there. It looks to me like, Mike, and we'll get a update here from Southern State player of the game, but looks to me like in the second half the Wolves have decided, by golly, they're going to shut Cliff Morgan down. They're going to shut him down, and looks like to me they got at least 1, maybe 2 linebackers on wherever Cliff goes. That's where they're going. So it looks like they've made an adjustment.
Twins to the near side for the Leopards. Split right, Roberts fakes the handoffs, got some pressure. He's rolling to his right, looking to throw out to Adam Cordell again. Cordell can't come up with this one, and the Leopards are going to be facing a 4th down.
Just off of Cordell's fingertips. Jace Roberts was under a lot of pressure back at that, and was that Jace Roberts, or was we may have a new quarterback? That looked like that could have been Kyle Norris. Jace is 4 and Kyle is 14. I believe that was Kyle Norris that made that play, and it was he scrambled out to his right, like you said, and just barely missed Adam Cordell, just off his fingertips over in front of our bench.
My apologies if we had missed that call. And now Adam Cordell sets back to punt for the Leopards. It's 4th and 8. Takes the snap. The punt is away. A low line drive fielded at the 32. Got some running room up the middle, breaks a couple of tackles, and gets down across the 45 to the 46-yard line. That's number 7 for Lake Hamilton, Eric Dorsey.
Yeah, that was one of those situations. He made that first guy miss us. We'll be right back after this message from our sponsors.
Plus, if we don't have the Dr. item you want in stock, we'll special order it at these incredible discounts. Pay nothing until February 2003 and delivery is free. The Bassett Anniversary Sale at Orr's Furniture, Main Street, Malvern, open Saturdays till 4.
And we're back into play. Lake Hamilton on the move. They tried to pass there. Greason couldn't find anybody, tried to roll left. And the Leopards stayed at home and made a good play there, a good containment.
Nice containment. Stopped him for just a little over a yard. They only gave him a yard gain on that. It was a coverage rush. We're winding down right here, Mike, to the end of the third quarter. We fought them pretty even. They've had the ball a lot more than us, but we need to stop them here too.
And the clock expires on the third quarter as Gleason takes the snap. We're going to take a quick break and come back to start the fourth quarter. Malvern down to Lake Hamilton 21-0.
Hi, this is Tony Warner from Malvern National Bank, a real community bank. We're working to make your banking as simple as possible. You can now bank from the comfort of your home on your PC with M&B Bank's Access Link. Transfer funds, check balances, pay all your bills through the optional bill pay service. No more checks to write, no more postage stamps to buy. We do it all. It's at www.mnbbank.com. It's just part of Malvern National's commitment to our customers. M&B Bank's a real community bank and proud to sponsor these Leopard football broadcasts.
OTC to get where you want to be. A small college with big opportunities. Get the quality education you need. Affordable classes, convenience too. We bring out the best in you. Washita Technical College is the place to be.
Enroll today at Washita Technical College. You'll find instruction in a variety of high-demand fields, including Cisco, nursing, medical transcription, and others. You can also take your basics to transfer. Call us today, 337-5000. Get where you want to be at OTC. That's 337-5000.
Washita Technical College is the place to be.
It's fall, it's cool weather. Your mind thinks of a lot of things. Football, and maybe it's time for a new automobile or to trade that jalopy off. I'm here with Mr. Teeter Chevrolet Olds, and he's got some words for you.
Yes, sir. We've got the words and we've got the product. We've got probably over 500 units out here, and I'm looking at a sea of cars. I've got all kinds and creeds and colors of vehicles, all type of sport utilities. We have the high-dollar European cars, the Maximas, the Mazdas, the Lexus, just whatever you want in the high-dollar European cars, and they all popular new Chevrolet. We've got them here at Teeter's. So come on out and shop us real soon. Remember, like I always say, the more we invest in our youth, the less we'll spend on prisons later.
The year is 1952. Harry S. Truman is president. Gasoline is 11 cents a gallon, and Coca-Cola is still a nickel, and there are plenty of penny postcards laying around. Henry McClure and George McClure Sr. opened the doors to a new real estate business. Now, 50 years later, McClure Real Estate continues to serve the Malvern and the Hot Spring County area with the same dedication and professionalism of the Founding Fathers. The professionals at McClure Real Estate, Danny Regan, Nita Wingo, Beverly Hudson, Deanne Williams, Gene Dugan, Bob Jones, Frank McClure, and George McClure Jr. are here to help you with all your real estate needs. They're locally owned and locally operated for over 50 years right here in Malvern. That's McClure Real Estate, 332-2777, proud sponsors of Leopard Football.
Hi, this is Rick at Orr's Furniture in Malvern. We're celebrating Bassett Furniture's 100th anniversary by having the biggest factory-authorized sale in our history. Take the short drive to Orr's in Malvern and you'll find Bassett bedroom suites, dining room suites, sofas, chairs, entertainment centers, and living room tables on sale at the lowest possible prices. Plus, if we don't have the Bassett item you want in stock, we'll special order it at these incredible discounts. Pay nothing until February 2003 and delivery is free. The Bassett Anniversary Sale at Orr's Furniture, Main Street, Malvern, open Saturdays till 4.
Leopards down 21-0 to the Wolves. As they switch sides.
We'll do a quick Southern State update.
Southern State Bank's isolated player of the game is Cliff Morgan, and right now, Mike, he has rushed 20 times for 65 yards, and
And not to interrupt you, Johnny, Lake Hamilton tried to give the ball there to number 4, Bailey Smalling once again. Flag on the play. And it looks like Malvern's going to have the opportunity to Lake Hamilton up. Johnny, would you like to continue with your highlight there?
Right. Well, Cliff Morgan, he rushed 4 times in the third quarter for 7 yards. They really put the stop to him, but we appreciate Southern State Bank sponsoring this, and they are the bank that takes pride in their customer service.
And we are ready once again. Malvern declines the penalty. It's 3rd down and 8. The Wolves are at their own 48-yard line. Twins to the far side for Lake Hamilton, split left. Greason fakes the handoff to his tailback, rolling right, got plenty of protection and some running room. Gets across right at the 50-yard line.
What they did, they pulled 2 linemen, looks like a guard and a tackle, all the way across the field to give Greason plenty of time to throw the ball. And allowed him to scramble for at least 7 yards, almost for a first down. But the Leopards contained and forced him back into the inside to running back into the linebackers when we made a tackle before he got a first down. So good play to contain it on the outside with our Leopards.
And Lake Hamilton lines up with the trips to the right side. They run the quarterback sneak right up the middle. As it was 4th down and 1. The spot is right at the 49-yard line. If it was a true yard, this is going to be a very close measurement.
It looks like they've got it, Mike. You know, I'm looking right down the yardstick here. And
the ball was placed, it looks like just across the marker there, doesn't it, Johnny?
It's past the 44 on the Leopard side, and it looks like it's going to be a first down, Lake Hamilton Wolves.
And the chain crew comes out. It is a first down for Lake Hamilton. 11-10 here left here in the 4th quarter.
Ron, I'm 6 for 6 now.
6 for 6 on those measurement predictions.
The Swami.
Actually, I wish you would have been wrong that time, Johnny, but it is a first down for Lake Hamilton.
I try to give the facts here, Mike.
Lake Hamilton breaks the huddle. As they now have 1st and 10. Greason takes a snap, pitch to his tailback Smalley. Low room to the outside, lost containment there. And Smalley gets down just shy of the 30-yard line. They're going to spot it at the 31. And it's another Lake Hamilton first down.
Chase Norton just missed him in the backfield. If he would have caught him, he would have been a 2-yard gain, but instead he darted to the outside, got on the corner, and turned it up for about a 10-yard gain.
Lake Hamilton brings in a couple of fresh players. 10:40 left here in the 4th quarter.
Looks like they got Casey Henry in the slot out on the right, Mike. You got to watch out if he gets the ball.
Pitch to Smalley to the right side. He is tripped up and brought down at the 26-yard line, depending on the spot.
you got to keep an eye on Casey Henry. That's where they're going. He's the main blocker. He's the catalyst to this football team of Lake Hamilton. So if he's going to be somewhere on the field, the ball's going to be around him. So, Malvern's defense ought to be looking for him each time he's on the field.
Brandon Bradford a little shook up on the play.
Looks like he got a knee in the thigh, Mike. He's staggering around a little bit, and he might hobble off, but I think he's going to be all right. But it looks like he got a knee in the thigh.
So Bradford helped off of the field for the Leopards. It is 2nd down and 6 now for the Wolves from the 27-yard line. And Johnny, I can't help but with everything that's going on with Malvern last year, with the young man from Sheridan this year, every injury you look at a little closer now.
Right, you got to examine each one and everyone to the full extent.
Greason back to pass, throws off the hands of his wide receiver, number 7, Eric Dorsey, and that one's incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Mike, that was a quick slant to the slot, which is pulled in tight, almost like a tight end. He's less than 10 yards away, and Greason just fired it in there. He threw a bullet, and you got to have a little touch on that pass to get that completed.
But he's been, once again, accurate, just like you said, Johnny, maybe a little bit too much mustard on that one.
Right.
Split wide left for Lake Hamilton. They've got a tight end to the right side. They're going to give to the halfback there. It's number 2. He's got some running room, breaks a couple of tackles. He's at the 5-4. He's in for the touchdown. So Lake Hamilton now with their 4th touchdown of the evening with 9:47 left here in the 4th quarter.
That's the 2nd time they've ran that play for a touchdown. That was the slot back trap play that pulls back into the inside line between the center and the guard. The slot back is positioned outside the left tackle. He comes around, they fake the blast into the left-hand side of the line, and they go with the slot back coming back and pulling on the right-hand side of the guard and the center. So a little misdirection by Lake Hamilton for the score.
McMahon on the carry for the Wolves. The kick is up, and it is good. So Lake Hamilton now leads 28-0. We're in the 4th quarter. We're back after this. And we are back at Lake Hamilton, where the Wolves lead the Leopards 28-0. 9:47 left here in the 4th quarter. And the Wolves set to kick off once again, deep for the Leopards. Trying to pick up who that is. Looks like we have a new one.
That Corey Monroe deep. It looks like 21. He's been back deep. And Kevin Bryant's over to the right. And number 8, Damian Witherspoon. Damon Witherspoon. I'm sorry, Mr. Witherspoon. I'll get it corrected in a minute.
The kickoff from Lake Hamilton, a low line drive over Monroe's head. It goes into the end zone, so the Leopards will take over 1st and 10 at their own 20. And Johnny, we've seen some spurts from this offense. We've kind of shot ourselves in the foot a couple of times. What do you look for in this series?
Well, on the 20-yard line, I think we'll run it once or twice, and then we've been getting successful on sprinting out the quarterback and hitting those receivers out on the flat. I see that happening again. It looks like the coaches have seen a weakness in the Lake Hamilton defense, and maybe we get to the outside with that.
And that is Roberts at quarterback for the Leopards. So he gets set in the shotgun, twins to his left, throwing out to the flat, and big miscommunication as Cordell looked like it turned that one inside. Roberts looking for him in the flat.
It looked like Roberts was expecting him to about a 3-yard curl out to the outside to the flat. It was going to be a long pass, and Adam Cordell, he looked like he was running a post pattern instead.
Roberts once again in the shotgun for the Leopards, twins to his left, looking to throw over to the far side, and that pass is dropped, incomplete, so it's going to be 3rd down and 10. And after 2 passing miscues, the Leopards are certainly in a passing down, Johnny.
That's right. We got 3rd and 10. We got no choice but to throw it. The only other alternative would be a draw in this situation, but I believe we'll just go ahead and pass it. We've got to get 10 yards, and we're down 28-0. We've got to get quick yards.
Tobias brings in the play for the Leopards. Adam Cordell split to the near side. Twins to the far side as Roberts sets up in the shotgun. Gets the snap, looks to throw deep down the field. He's got a man, and that one should be a first down. Because the pass was caught at about the 32-yard line.
They called it incomplete.
Called it incomplete. Okay.
In and out of his hands. Defensive player made a good break on the ball and broke it up by sticking his hand in and breaking up the pass.
So the Leopards now in 4th and 10 and going to have to punt this one away.
That was a situation there, Mike, where the last 2 passes were right on the money. The first one hit the receiver, Myron Cross, right in the hands, and that in there was into Tobias, and both had their hands on them. That's those are plays that we need to catch. We need to make those plays.
Adam Cordell punts this one. Wobbly punt, hit it at his own 40-yard line, rolls out to just across the 45-yard line of Lake Hamilton, where they will take over 1st and 10. We're going to take a quick break. We're back after this.
It's a real community bank and proud to sponsor these Leopard football broadcasts.
Greason pitches to the right side. Smalley on the run, lots of running room as he crosses the 30-yard line.
It's one of these situations. Looks like now that the superior numbers that Lake Hamilton have over the Leopards, they're running fresh bodies in on our kids, and it may be wearing down on the Leopards a little bit here in the 4th quarter. We've got a lot of kids out there. Our defense has been on the field quite a bit, and they've had a lot of hard work on them, and they're just going to have to reach down and grab their bootstraps and suck it up and see if we can stop the Leopards here.
Ball is spotted just inside the Leopard 30-yard line. Looks like we had a player leave the game there.
They're helping Corey Monroe off on the other side. Looks like he's gimped an ankle or something. We don't need to lose Corey. He's one of our big hitters.
Greason up under center gives to his fullback there, or actually looks like maybe a slot back.
It's one of the big old Landon Petty's there at the bottom of the pile with the help of Brian Hunter's. Whether they stuffed him right there, less than a yard. Nice stop by the Leopard interior line between the tackles and the guards. Our defensive tackle, excuse me.
That was Casey Henry on the carry for Lake Hamilton. First time we've called his name tonight. A senior for the Wolves, and a lot of seniors on this team.
Yeah, it's a well-experienced team.
Lake Hamilton now with receivers to either side. Greason fakes the handoff up the middle. He's running the option play, takes it himself, crosses the 15-yard line. Actually brought down right at the 15-yard line.
Nice play.
Kevin Bryant on the tackle.
Nice play. They ran the tailback right up off into our defensive tackle. Pulled the ball out, came back in the gap and hit it straight up the field. 8:22 left here in the ball game, and the Leopards are down 28-0, but still got a lot of fight in them.
First down for the Wolves. They have a player limp off the field as well. Receivers to either side of Greason. They line up in the I formation, hand off to Smalley. He's got some running room to the left side, across the 5, down to the 4, and carries a man into the end zone for the touchdown.
That was just, he just bowed his head. You have to realize this kid's 6'2", 200-pound senior, and there's a flag on the play that I believe this may be another call against the Wolves that was thrown in behind the pursuit. No, they're going to call us on a face mask.
Penalty is declined, so the touchdown stays on the board for the Wolves.
Bailey Smalley just took one of our backs on right there, and that's we're giving up about 33 pounds in that exchange, and that one we didn't quite win that. Actually, we're giving up more. We're giving up 42 pounds in that. Kevin gave up 42 pounds and lost that battle.
The kick for Lake Hamilton is up and good. So Lake Hamilton now leads 35-0. We have 7 minutes, 56 seconds left in the fourth quarter. We're back at Lake Hamilton after this.
Prisons later.
We're back at Lake Hamilton. The Wolves set to kick off once again. A low line drive going to be fielded at the 15-yard line. Out across the 30. Nice return.
Kevin Bryant did an awful nice job. There's number 2 on number 2 there. We excellent field, really excellent field position, Mike. We're sitting here just outside, just actually inside the 31. Let's see if the Leopards can't get something going here.
The Leopards take over 1st and 10, down 28-0, 7:50 left here in. Correction, the 31-yard line. Jace Roberts takes the snap, looking to throw to his left. Couldn't quite hit the target there. It's going to be 2nd down and 10.
Well, a little bit of heat on that one out there to Daniel Smith. We've watched Jace now. He's almost his complete 2nd game, and through the scrimmage, he's got plenty of arm, I think, to run this offense as he gets a little older, gets a little more experience. So we're going to see a lot of improvement in this passing game.
Correct. I said 28-0. It's actually 35-0 Lake Hamilton. Jace Roberts once again in the shotgun. Looks to throw to his right. Hits his man. It's popped up in the air. Out of bounds. Incomplete. Adam Cordell, his intended target.
Yeah, it's another one of those things. It hit the receiver right in the hand. We were lucky that ball wasn't intercepted. It popped up and went out of bounds, fortunately, but it hit the receiver right in the hands. It's... I don't know, Johnny, is that a touch pass, or do we need to kind of, what are we doing on that?
Well, on those kind of passes, you got to zip it through to there. You just can't throw it through a defensive back or a linebacker in that situation.
Roberts sets up in shotgun once again. Looks to have the option there, pitches it, it's knocked away. Cliff Morgan picks it up and is dropped down back at the 15-yard line. It's going to be a huge loss on the play and 4th down and very long for the Leopards.
They had an all-out blitz on the Leopards here on this play, and we were trying to run the option, and Jace did not have anywhere to go. He tried to pitch it as he got hit, and unfortunately it was not the right choice, but the Leopards end up losing about 11 yards on the play.
Well, 4th down, Roberts still in the game.
Looks like we're going for it on 4th down and
22. 4th down and 22. Roberts takes the snap from the shotgun position. Looks over the middle, has the man. Adam Cordell drops it at about the 34-yard line. So Lake Hamilton's going to take over on downs at the Malvern 18.
That was a pretty spiral from Jace Roberts. It hit him right in the numbers, and we should have came up with that. It's unfortunately that we missed that pass, but we've got to come up with these in the future.
Well, down 35-0, you can certainly understand wanting to go ahead and take that chance, get this offense moving a little bit. If nothing else, get a little confidence going into the next game.
Right, and you've got to try in these situations to get your offense rolling. And tonight we've kind of stumbled out of the gates and got down too much and started forcing passes in the game. So
Lake Hamilton's going to take time out, so we will as well. It is 35-0, 5 minutes and 9 seconds left in the fourth quarter. We're back after this. Hands off to his tailback. That's a new guy there, and he's going into the end zone for a touchdown for Lake Hamilton. Aaron Puckett, a junior for the Wolves, on the carry as he scrambles in from the 18. And the hole just gets a little bit deeper, Johnny.
Well, that's just the Lake Hamilton football. They just ran out of the power I right off the tackle and made a score for a touchdown. That's just Lake Hamilton football at its best.
So Lake Hamilton now setting up to kick. Looks like they're having a little problem getting all the correct personnel on the field. Still another late arrival for the Wolves. Steps on. The kick is up, and it is good. Outstanding leg by this young man. He's kicked it very deep all night. And the Wolves now lead 42-0. We'll be back after this.
Tag and Frigidaire, just to name a few. Our experienced sales staff is ready to help you select just the right piece you need, from a single table by your chair to a whole house full of quality home furnishings. And we'll deliver your selection free.
Kickoff away for the Wolves. Return out to the 20-yard line, right out to the 21. The Leopards now take over 1st and 10, down 42-0. 4:53 left in the ball game.
And Mike, the AAA rules in effect again this week. After a team is behind 35 points, the clock will continue to roll through out-of-bound plays, dead balls, anything of that nature will continue on.
Pitch to the right side for the Leopards. Cliff Morgan with nowhere to go. He loses a yard on the play. It's going to be 2nd down and 11.
That is the second time Cliff Morgan has touched the ball in the 4th quarter. That just shows you how much passing we've done in the 4th quarter for the Leopards. But like I said, you got to get it into your best player's hands, and hopefully Leopards can get started with him right here.
Jace Roberts takes the snap, pitches to the left side. Cliff Morgan spins away from a tackle, keeps driving, gets across the 23 to the 24, almost the 25-yard line. 3:55 here left in the ball game.
That was all brute strength there for about a 5-yard gain. He spun off one player, another player from Lake Hamlin had him wrapped up, and he pushed him for another 2 yards for a good gain.
And it looks like that leg injury to Brandon Bradford has come up again as he limps his way off the field. Justin Simmons coming on now. Correction, that's Kevin Hare on for the Leopards. Roberts looking to pass. No room. He coughs up the football. It's picked up by the Leopards.
Big old number 66 there, Jonathan Reddick. Made a heads-up play. That's the first time tonight, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, that Roberts has had that kind of pressure on him.
Yeah, absolutely. Roberts has had plenty of time most of the time tonight. A lot of pressure there, and I'm going to guess that is probably going to be the longest carry of Jonathan Reddick's career.
You're probably right there, Mike.
4th down and 14 for the Leopards. It looks like they're going to go for it once again. It's like Coach Hart's taking this opportunity to work on his offense as much as possible.
I think it's one of those situations that the defense really doesn't have anything to prove. And if you can get something, there's a learning experience right here, and you got to take advantage of every opportunity to get. There's that play again, that's Cordell's open across the middle, and once again hits him in the hand, and once again it's the same result. It's a drop pass. It's just at this late in the ball game, these are things we work on. Excellent pass route. It's one of these situations that it's a learning experience for these kids, and we'll get better. We'll improve. There's a lot of positive. You can look at the score 42-0, but there's still some positive things that you can see at it. Again, Jace Roberts had time to throw the ball. They ran a good route. The ball was there. The receiver was open, and those are plays we just need to finish up.
The Leopards now back on defense. Lake Hamilton takes over on downs at the Malvern 18-yard line. And it's like we're probably going to see a host of new personnel for Lake Hamilton.
Looks like Coach Clay's got some of his younger players out there.
Scotty Smith, a sophomore at quarterback. Not much on that play as the Leopards stack that one up at the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 2nd down and about 8 yards.
We're sitting at the 1 minute and 34-second mark here, and kind of winding this one down. It hasn't been a particularly good night for the Leopards. It's and a lot of things. The Wolves have clicked on a lot of things.
The Wolves have been very efficient tonight, shot themselves in the foot a few times with penalties. Smith takes the snap, hands off to his fullback. Not much doing there. Looks like there may have been a fumble on the play. A couple of the Leopards saying that they have it.
Well, we don't know whether it's going to stay or not, but Eddie Callison came up out of there with the ball. Number 31 came up with the ball, so the Leopards will take over on their, looks like on their 15, Mike. 1 minute left to play.
1 minute left as the Leopards get what's most likely their final opportunity to take the ball down the field. It's 42-0. The clock picks up once again. They had stopped it. Not sure they actually should have there, but 50 seconds now as Roberts readies his troops, gives the play at the huddle, and he's going to have to call timeout.
Oh, there was a little bit of confusion there, and I know Coach Hart's not happy about that. I think Jace didn't have the people in the huddle that he wanted to run the play that was called. It's one of those situations that you've got an intelligent quarterback and something's not right there, and rather than run a play and make a mistake, let's call a timeout. Even though there's 40 seconds left, you're down 42. Let's run one right.
So Roberts and crew huddle up with the coaches on the sideline and come back out onto the field. 40 seconds left here at Lake Hamilton. The Leopards
Whatever they
down
wanted,
42-0.
looks like, Mike, whatever they wanted to get straightened out, they've got straightened out.
Twins to the near side. Robertson shotgun once again. Takes the snap, looking to throw. He's going to go down the field. This one's hung up and gets away from Myron Cross. He looks like he may have mistimed his jump a little bit.
Yes, it looked like he mistimed his jump a little bit. The ball had a little bit of air in it, but it came down in the receiver's hands, and the problem was the receiver was going down as the ball came down into his hands and had both hands on it, but just couldn't quite wrap it up.
Adam Cordell comes to the near side. Myron Cross and it looks like Tobias on the far side in a twin set. Roberts up under center, gives to Morgan. Morgan runs down the left side, got plenty of room, crosses the 30. And we'll see where they spot him out of bounds. And that's going to be the final play of the ball game. They don't actually get the spot on the field. We're going to take a quick break and come back for the wrap-up. The Malvern Leopards fall tonight to the Lake Hamilton Wolves 42-0.